Welcome to Sona Stories, where bedtime becomes an adventure. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new story. Now, snuggle up and get cozy as we begin tonight's tale. In a small house with a sunny backyard lived a child who pushed away plates of vegetables with a determined frown. Carrots were too orange, broccoli looked like tiny trees, and peas were just too round and green. Dinner time often ended with sighs from parents and untouched vegetables growing cold on the plate. One warm spring morning, while visiting Grandma's house, the child watched curiously as Grandma pulled on gardening gloves and gathered strange tools from the shed. "What are you doing?" the child asked, peering over Grandma's shoulder as she knelt in the soil. "I'm getting ready to plant my summer garden," Grandma replied, her hands working the earth. "Would you like to help me?" The child nodded eagerly, always happy to try something new with Grandma, even if it involved dirt and worms. Grandma smiled and patted a small patch of freshly turned soil. "This spot right here is just your size. It can be your very own garden to take care of." She reached into her pocket and pulled out several small paper packets. "These are seeds," she explained, opening one carefully to reveal tiny specks that looked like freckles. "Each one is sleeping right now, but with sunshine, water, and your help, they'll wake up and grow into food for our table." The child looked doubtful. "These don't look like vegetables." "That's the magic of a garden," Grandma said with a wink. "Things aren't always what they seem at first." Together they poked small holes in the soft earth. The child's fingers, usually so careful to avoid touching vegetables on a dinner plate, now gently placed seeds into the ground and covered them with soil. They made small signs from popsicle sticks and marked each row: carrots, radishes, cherry tomatoes, and snap peas. "Now we water them and wait," Grandma explained. "A garden teaches patience." Each weekend at Grandma's house, the child rushed to check the garden patch. At first, there was nothing to see except dark soil. But then one Saturday morning, tiny green sprouts pushed through the earth like little hopeful fingers reaching for the sky. "They're waking up!" the child exclaimed, crouching down to look closely at the delicate sprouts. As spring turned to summer, the child learned to pull weeds that tried to crowd out the vegetables, to water the thirsty plants when the weather turned hot, and to watch for helpful creatures like ladybugs that ate the pests trying to munch on the growing plants. One day, while carefully watering the rows of greenery, the child spotted something strange among the feathery carrot tops. "Grandma, come quick! Something's wrong with my carrots." Grandma hurried over, then smiled. "Nothing's wrong at all. Those orange tips peeking through the soil are the carrots growing. Let's pull one and see." Together they tugged gently, and out came a perfect small carrot, its leafy green top attached to an orange root covered in soil. The child stared in amazement as Grandma brushed off the dirt and rinsed the carrot with the garden hose. "Would you like to try it?" Grandma asked. "Vegetables never taste better than when you grow them yourself." The child hesitated, thinking of all the carrots left untouched on dinner plates at home. But this carrot was different. This carrot had been a tiny seed placed by small fingers into the earth. This carrot had been watered and weeded and watched over for weeks. With a small bite, the child tasted sweetness and crunch like nothing from the grocery store. "It's good," came the surprised response. Over the following weeks, more treasures emerged from the garden. Cherry tomatoes ripened to a bright red, hanging like Christmas ornaments on their vines. Snap peas formed in slender pods that made a satisfying sound when broken open. Even the spicy radishes, with their surprising bite, became exciting discoveries to harvest. Each vegetable picked from the garden found its way into Grandma's kitchen, where the child helped wash, prepare, and taste each homegrown treasure. Some were enjoyed right there in the garden, warm from the sun. Others became part of special garden salads or snack plates that didn't look at all like the dreaded vegetables at home. One evening, when the parents came to pick up their child from Grandma's house, they found a surprising scene in the kitchen. There, helping to set the table, was their picky eater munching on a raw snap pea plucked straight from the garden. "You're eating a vegetable," said the surprised mother. "It's not just a vegetable," the child corrected. "It's my vegetable. I grew it from a seed. Want to try one?" The parents exchanged amazed glances as their child proudly served a salad filled with garden treasures, the very same vegetables that had been refused at countless meals before. That night at bedtime, as the child snuggled under the covers, there was excited talk about what to plant in next year's garden. "Maybe we could plant lettuce and cucumbers too," the child suggested with a yawn. "I think that sounds wonderful," the parent replied, tucking the blanket around small shoulders. "And maybe we could find a sunny spot at our house to plant a few things too." The child nodded sleepily. "Tomorrow I can show you how to plant seeds just right. First you have to poke a hole with your finger, but not too deep." The words trailed off as the child drifted to sleep, dreaming of sunshine warming the soil, seeds waking from their slumber, and all the growing things reaching toward the light, much like a once picky eater now reaching toward new flavors and experiences, growing a little more adventurous with each garden discovery. In the morning, there would be plants to make and seeds to buy. There would be soil to turn and a new garden to create. But for now, in the quiet of night, the seeds of change had already taken root, growing silently and surely, just as the best transformations often do. We hope the story planted seeds of curiosity in your little one tonight. Sometimes the things we think we don't like just need to be experienced in a new way. If your child enjoyed the Picky Eater's Garden, be sure to like this video and check out our playlist, Growing Up Stories, for more bedtime tales about childhood discoveries. Sweet dreams, and we'll see you tomorrow night for another Siona Stories adventure.